Oh my gosh. That is really stuck. Hey everybody, welcome to Larson Farms. Today, everyone's a little bit freaked out because the soybeans are turning faster than normal because it's 80 to 90 degrees outside with wind. The combine ain't ready, the wind system isn't on, the bend site ain't serviced, our sprayers aren't winterized. We got a lot to do. We gotta take it project by project here or else people get high strung. Today's project, putting this Lankota clutch auger kit on the 790 number 2. So I've already started the process. I got the chain off. Basically, I gotta pull these gears off. They come off, and then you gotta drill out the shaft, tap the shaft, so you have threads in there, and I'll talk about it as we go through this, but then you slide on this new clutch and gear, and that then is what can shut these tank augers off with a foot pedal in the cab so that you can clean your vertical and unload auger out towards the grain cart. So we love them because combining, especially with 2 corn combines and being able to top grain carts off, top trucks off, we don't have to leave our unload augers full of grain. It really helps with wear and tear on the unload system, and it's just, the convenience is well worth it. So this will be my 4th clutch auger kit to put on. We had it on both 9870s. That's where we fell in love with it. We put it on the S790 right away when we got it, and this one's getting it right away too, because once you have it, it's one of them things, once you get it, you never go back. Normally this should go pretty smoothly until the key is missing in this one, and the keyway is not at all lined up, and it's being very stubborn to pull off. So this could add time to the project. Very concerning. Very concerning. Hopefully the shaft isn't too beat up, or we'll really have a fight on our hands here. So I've given it all the patience that I have. Got extreme pressure on my puller here, and it will not come. I've tried the air hammer on it to pound it in, put tension on it, pound it on it. She's bonded. So we're gonna get a little more aggressive here with some heat, see if that helps. Let there be light. Oh my gosh, that is really stuck. That makes a lot of sense why that wouldn't come off now. I tell you what, that was way more difficult than it ever should have been. Okay, it's now 10:30. I started at this project at 9, and I finally got the second sprocket off. This is supposed to be the easy part. Yeah, that came out just like it should, I think. No issues here. You guys should see what the shaft looks like from it spinning on it a little bit. Some pretty aggressive scrapes. I think it is salvageable, but that probably not so salvageable. See them big grooves in there, and where the set screw or set bolt was kind of twisting there. That's why it wouldn't come off, despite my best efforts to get it off in one piece, but definitely wasn't going to come off. The shaft looks pretty good. I'll take a file and grind that ridge down, emery it up, and it should be just fine, along with a hardened shaft now from all the heat. Hopefully it should be just fine. should be just fine. But that was a experience. That was fun. At least we didn't have a fire. Things could always get worse, right? All right, the next step here, now that I got the shafts cleaned up, I think this one will be just fine. They send a drill bit in the kit. It's supposed to drill into this shaft. They send this jig also, so you go nice and straight. Works pretty good. So once you get this on here, you mark your drill bit at 3 inches deep, and then you drill in there nice and straight, hopefully. And then you get to tap the threads into the end of the shaft, because instead of set screws with this, you actually bolt the clutch on. Okay, I got my holes drilled, and then I tap them with the tap that they send with. They send the drill bit, everything you need. And then I put this key in there, also new. I did nick the shaft just a teeny bit by the keyway there so that it holds it in, because you can kind of get a little aggressive when trying to slide this on. You can't see what you're doing. It's all by feel, and you can push your key out of there. So I just want it not over snug, but in there so that you can get a little aggressive with it. So the clutch, I'm going to slide the front clutch on now. There is a front and a rear. It comes labeled what's what. Probably would be a very bad deal if you put them on backwards, because it ain't going to work. And you can also space these, so I got to space them. It comes with shims and washers, so you get it spaced so that it lines up with this main sprocket here. So let's get to it. So I use a level to go off of this. Then I can gauge how far that sprocket needs to be pulled out. So if this shaft is too far in or out, which is adjustable when you're changing bearings and such, you have to put washers inside this thing to hold this back. If it's too far in, you can put spacers in there, but you gotta have 2 spacers there, I guess. So says the directions. So I need to get 4 washers in there, so I'm gonna use some silicone put in there to hold the washers as I get everything in place. Then this should be running straight with that gear. Yeah, that looks like it's torqued to 55 foot-pounds. Put a little Loctite on that. Should be good. We got them shimmed now so that they're square with this. Tightened up, so they're installed. Now we just connect these together with a bracket that comes with, and that's just down to wiring. All right, just got to run the wire, hook into the power source here, and then I got to tee into the solenoid that controls the unload auger. So I got to get all that stuff wired in and get the foot pedal in the cab. So I'll check in when I get all the wiring done, and maybe we'll get it out and test run it. All right, I got everything wired, cab's wired. Then I got doing some other things, but I've got this thing switched over for soybeans. And then when I was inspecting it and messing around with sprockets here, I can't pass this chain. It's used up. It's like an old snake. Now this is not something that warranty covers because it's a wearable item. It probably would make it, but I'm not gonna risk it because it's got a ton of play in it. Unfortunately, I don't have any of it, so I'm gonna have to send Grandpa to town tomorrow to get some. Other than that, I think we're pretty much ready with this thing, which is good. It gives me massive relief. But let's test fire this auger and see if everything's wired right. Okay. Also, I closed down the tank covers on the right hand side, so it's in the low hole, and the left hand side's in the high hole. That's what is best for the clutches, so I was told. Let's see if there's anything in the unload auger on top of the shop truck. Okay, tank augers are not turning on. There, they just turned on. Perfect. That's just what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be 3 seconds. Look at, we're raining leaves down on top of the service truck. So, tank augers are turning. Step on this here foot pedal, right down there. Step on that, disengages the clutches, which it did. Now if I want them back on, release the foot pedal, and they start turning again. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's working. It's working properly. It's filling the top of the cab full of corn and leaves, but that'll blow off. Alright, that makes me very pleased. Let's shut this thing down, make sure everything still looks good outside. Chain is still tensioned properly. All my bolts are tight. I triple checked that. Wires are still routed good. Well, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. If you guys are interested in this kit, it is a Lankota product. Link in the description. Takes a little bit, takes way longer than I thought it was going to do to put it together, but I had lots of complications with that. We're good. I think we're good besides that chain. So Dad, he's been working on servicing the Bend site all day. Randy was helping him earlier today, but he took off with our lighter Salford, not the 5200, our other one that we've owned for many years. And he is actually down sulfurding some edible bean ground that is on a farm that we just rented, a couple of farms that we just rented. So he is working on that right now. So it's a good thing I haven't heard anything. That means he's not broke down. I am going to replace these lights. I just got these lights. This is actually one of them. They just came, we plugged that one in to see how we like them, and we like them. So in case you're wondering, these are the lights that we're putting in. They are Keystone is the brand. They take 35 watts. They're 5,000 K light, 4,700 lumens. Replaces 300 watt light bulbs and only takes 35 watts. So, saving power, I guess. That's what they tell me anyways. And they're much, much brighter. So, let's get to it. That's a little different, huh? Now it really is like an insane asylum in here. White and bright. White and bright. Looks nice. I like it. I like them lights. And it's not too overbearing, but it's nice color and it'll do. It will definitely do. When I'm loading seed at night in the darkness in the spring, I'll be able to see really well what I'm doing. If you guys are curious where I got these, I'll put their link in the description below. Pretty nice guys to work with. They helped me size these to what I needed, and yeah, give them a call if you are interested in updating some lights. Uh-oh, the window was open. Oh, and I augured corn and leaves all over the inside. We just won't tell Doug about this one. Why is there a cat food bag in here? Oh, I know why, because Grandpa decided to put duct tape on the seat to fix the hole, and it sticks to people's pants, so I guess a cat food bag is better than duct tape. We actually ordered a seat cover for it now, so that our pants don't get ruined by duct tape residue. Oops. Now we get to pick up glass, I guess. Alright, we got the glass picked up. Let's go find Duggo. Where is your location, Duggo?
Down in prison at the grain bins.
Prison? Are you not having fun?
No, I hope my knee heals up in time for big iron.
We'll get you a scooter or a moped or something.
Excellent idea.
Doggo. Doggo.
Doggo. How's it going?
Oh, you know, just once I wish those guys could show up and help instead of watching me work. I've went through a 1.5 tubes of grease.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you done yet?
I need help lifting. Some engineer thought it was a good idea to put a grease zerk on the end of the power sweep, so you have to lift the, what is that thing there? That's a 30-foot, 60-foot bend, so a 30-foot sweep. We get to lift the power sweep up in front of the door, and while somebody then tries to grease the zerk on the end of that, whatever that is.
It's just so distraught and overworked he can't even find words to say.
My knee, the gout has gotten worse.
Is it gout?
I doubt it. I'm just kidding. But something's the matter with it, I'll tell you that.
I think I'm ready to go home. Oh,
Oh no.
Oh,
it's
no.
not 8 o'clock yet. Have you looked at the beans?
yeah, I have.
You can't go home yet. No way.
They're turning quick.
Oh.
All right, I'm signing off with these guys. We got to finish up, clean up the yard. We'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you watching.